I am Nathan Pinheiro-Smith, and I have been on one hell of a journey. I am an English teacher. I have known growth, and I have known loss. I am a husband. I have known love. I have chased it with both hands, and somehow actually managed to catch it. I'm a gamer. I have known many worlds, and loved some. I'm a developer. I have made a few games, and released none. And I've been making a game for 2 years now. So, where is it? Well, currently, it's just tens of thousands of lines of code. Ideas and dreams smashed together with the finesse of a blind guy assembling IKEA furniture without instructions at 3 a.m. looking for the fucking 3mm screw that just has 19 out of 20 screws and there should be one that it's missing. I have made custom D-star-like pathfinders on a Delaunay triangulation nav mesh, self-updating Google Doc-based databases, a persistent scriptable object reference system integrated with JSON save load functionality, the list goes on. But I don't have a game. And I know that eventually all of these systems will become a game. We just need to get there before they, unionize. I mean, given the amount of time I've spent asking ChatGPT to explain basic concepts to me, it's probably already declaiming me as a dependent on its tax return. So, what am I actually building with all of this chaos? 2 words. Perpetual, emergent. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. 4 words. Perpetual gameplay, emergent narrative. Think of Kenshi. It's an RPG where you don't save the world. You aren't even the main character. You are a character, one of many. You can equip them, train their skills, build their reputation. You are managing your character like a medieval Sims, improving skills, forging alliances, making enemies, alone or as a party. Then, inevitably, you die. Old age, battle, disease, bad decisions, pick your poison. But you don't reload the save. You continue to play as the next one. Like in Crusader Kings 3, your heir inherits the land, the allies, the enemies, the grudges. Your new character dies. And so does the next. And the next. And so it continues. Maybe your great-great-grandchild is fighting wars you started 3 days ago as their ancestor. And so the cycle continues, generationally, perpetually. Perpetual gameplay. There's a battle, and you're in that battle. You fight, fighting while commanding armies in real time, like in Mountain Blade Bannerlord. Formations, flanking, tactical retreats, while you're still trying not to get your head taken off by a stray crossbow bolt. You're not watching numbers resolve behind a screen. You're in it, directing the chaos. Or creating it. But zoom out further to the world map, and you're managing territory like in Crusader Kings 3, building cities, watching your family dynasty spread across generations and lands, characters marry, fuck, and have kids, they die, factions rise and fall, and all of this creates stories that you didn't script, that I didn't script, like in Rimworld. A rival who murdered your grandfather finally gets caught in an ambush by your cousin. Your heir falls in love with an enemy commander's daughter. Stories that emerge from all of these systems colliding. Emergent narrative. And yes, I'm also adding custom quests because apparently I hate having free time. I know. Every game dev says, this is the game I've always wanted to play. I mean, it's practically a requirement on the indie dev starter pack, right next to procedurally generated and roguelike elements. But here's the thing. I'm not trying to save gaming. I'm not disrupting the industry. I'm just trying to make something that doesn't exist yet, with systems held together by duct tape, an unhealthy amount of hope, and an alarmingly few number of hairs on my head. This is a game where factions war, whether you're watching or not, where you will switch between characters when you inevitably die, and the world keeps spinning, with or without your input. It's the game I've always wanted to play. But it's also the game that's probably going to drive me completely insane. I mean, we're fighting the sun here. We're building Icarus's wings out of birthday sparklers and jet fuel. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. So I thought, with all the learning that I still have to do, why don't we do this together? I'll show you what I've learned and how I apply it. And hopefully, I can make it a little bit more fun than reading Unity documentation, as thrilling and entertaining as I'm sure that can be. But Nathan, you say, what can I learn from a 30-year-old bald game dev hobbyist running on under 4 hours of sleep? And I would say to you, sir, well, fair point, actually. I don't know what you could learn. I don't even know if I have anything even worth teaching. But maybe, somewhere between trying to scrape together my barely functioning lines of code and my incredible sense of humor, which, to be fair, is doing most of the heavy lifting here, I can promise you a good story. And whether you enjoy, learn, or just listen, well, that's really up to you. What I'm doing here will never be perfect. There are moments where I may even have to sacrifice performance for simplicity. And I'm sure that I will get many suggestions for things I can do better in the comments. But hey, they're more than welcome. We're here to learn, after all. And I can always do with less wrong and more right. So, come and see what this insanity brings us. I am Nathan Pinheiro-Smith, and I am making a game. Come and join.